Welcome to Grits and Gravy, or whatever the hell this is.
What time is it? Oh, now. 3 B's of you and a... I
just like titties. I don't care if they're men titties, women titties. I like titties. I'm a titty kind of guy.
She told me that the last time she came over drunk, the girl shit in her sink.
Oh my God. Mommy, I had a dream. Mommy, I had a dream. I need Fats Gorilla in the ball.
How big around? Probably as big as my thigh, which is kind of on the bigger side right now.
Oh, my God.
And he comes back every now and then. It looked like the Ayatollah come back.
Welcome to Grits and Gravy.
Oh, Mary Lou. Hey, y'all.
Welcome to Grits and Gravy, y'all. We got here with JB and Bert. Bubba Wilson is here. Whee!
Yeah. And
Yeah.
And JB. So what's been going on with you, man?
Oh, man. Divorce is lovely. I'm on the divorce diet.
Well, you're looking good.
What is that?
It looks good on you.
You're on the divorce diet.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
What does that consist of? It sounds...
26 pounds in 3 weeks.
Wow. What are you eating? Just not?
Not.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, just not.
No, you need a home.
Nibbling here and there. I get hungry in the middle of the night sometimes, and I'll go down and have something. But I'm telling you, this
nibbling here and there, going down. Sounds like a Friday night to
Going
me.
down on my... Yeah.
You're married 16 years. It's just so odd to not have them there anymore.
It's a huge... Yeah.
And then we stay in touch over the phone, so it's like she's just on a short vacation.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't... It's just weird.
Weird.
And then it was first her wanting to leave, and then she wanted to come back, and then it's just... It's never over. Someone told me that. It's never over.
Never over. Well, I mean... Yeah, you've had a couple others, and you stay in touch with them too.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I had a couple other wives. I'd rather not have any pockets of hate left in the world, you know,
Right?
Or create one.
Hate pocket.
Even though I had a total right to hate one of my wives forever, I made peace with her. You know, because there was a kid involved. But you know, it's better. It's better to do that in the long run. Even if you have to eat a little shit.
Right.
But,
especially when the kid's involved.
Yeah, you just got to make peace with him. I know this guy. I told him this 16 years ago. He's a guitar player. He was fighting with his wife back then over custody. I said, you just need to drop it. And because she will take that kid, and you're going to make this
you
worse.
can't even imagine how bad it could be.
Last time I talked to him,
yeah.
his daughter's 17. He's never seen her.
Oh, wow.
Never
seen her.
Holy mackerel.
I said, you wouldn't drop it, would you?
Hashtag hate pocket. That's a hate pocket right there.
Yeah, it is.
With cheese.
With cheese, mofo.
I got a buddy of mine who
well,
hasn't
it's good
seen
to see
his
you.
daughter
Yeah,
in 17 years.
back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Last week,
Welcome back. No.
my AC went out. And, man, you talk about hot.
Oh, my God.
And it wasn't even
That's
that hot
horrible.
last weekend, you know?
And I saw you're getting you're finding the dogs a home.
I keep vacillating all over the place on that. Just like my marriage. It's like, it's like, you know, I pretty much made up my mind that I'm going to be single. So
Yeah.
The dogs, every time they piss or shit somewhere, I'm ready to get rid of them. And then
they snuggle you.
Then they snuggle me, and then I want to keep them. I don't.
You're just an old softy.
I mean, I put it up there. I said, "There, it's done. They'll be gone in 2 days." And in 10 minutes, I took it down. I'm just a mess.
Oh, I saw. Oh, you took it down. Oh.
And now all this.
I gotta get rid of these guys.
All these problems started because of freaking that damn medication they give you for depression.
What is it?
My wife took it. I told her the whole time, this stuff is making you crazy. Finally, the doctors agreed, and they took her off of it.
Wow.
And she was at the highest dose. And they should have known that there was this syndrome out there with 40 with women in midlife, taking this medicine,
her chemical
going crazy.
Yeah, like her being a woman was actually a trend in this medication being kind of pushing you to a certain that's messed up.
You know what it does? It makes them isolate themselves over a long time from girlfriends, husbands, dogs, everything.
Cut everything off
one by one, and then they kill themselves. That's
oh my God!
That's
a horrible drug. That sounds worse than any drug I've ever heard.
Why do you think on the ads they have to put that at the bottom? You know,
you may die from loneliness and suicide. That's good, not good.
I mean, it does the opposite of what it claims to do.
Oh, so if you have depression, this is the drug for depression, supposedly, or something?
Oh, yeah.
God.
If you're
oh my God,
if you're isolating yourself from everyone and talking about killing yourself, take our medicine.
Right,
it'll make you isolate and kill yourself.
It'll help you. Oh, vajack yourself.
So I'm at the doctor yesterday, and he wants to know what's going on, and then, you know, I try to tell him every time I discuss it, I get a little upset, you know.
Right.
Oh, he'd pull out the script pad. You need some Prestique. You need some Nebunol. You need some Chloroclaclopluffle. You need... I said, I have tried all those. All they do is make me want to kill myself.
Don't do that.
I mean, they haven't done me that, but
right.
You know,
well, that's one of the side effects. Like they do that Abilify commercial.
Yeah.
Side effects are thoughts of suicide. I'm like, really? They're already depressed. They've already got thoughts of suicide.
Right.
A normal person has thoughts of suicide, so let's give them medicine to
make
increase
a happy
that.
face.
Yeah, we need them.
It's ridiculous.
Depression medicine makes you see rainbows and get puppy dog kisses or something.
That's what she needs.
Unicorn powder.
They got her on 2 now. They took her off that 1. They got her on 2 now. So I
so one to bring you down, one to bring you up, so it keeps you normal.
I don't know.
That's a danger.
I really don't know. All I know is I told him, no, I don't want this stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, look at the damage it's done in my life, you know, either directly or indirectly. And he continued to push it and push it. No, you need this. You need it.
He's a pusher.
I'm telling you, no.
You got to get somebody else over there. Oh, this is a doctor? Wait, this is a doctor?
From a manufacturer.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's no good, Papa.
Yeah, they sign contracts with these manufacturers. They get all these free samples.
That's
Here's a free samples. Try some of
and
this.
He gave me free samples.
Get you hooked.
To last me a month. And then if I go to buy the prescription next month, it'll be like $180.
Right.
I'm not paying. I'd rather go back to drinking.
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper.
Way cheaper.
And you have a lot more fun.
That's hilarious. Well, plus, aren't there other side effects in your, lubricatory systems, whatever the hell that
is? I never heard of that.
That's
in your
a
throat.
new word,
you know how you
man.
have to keep your. You're a singer. You sing. You talk, and you've got to keep your voice in prime shape.
You
so
got to keep
try
your
to
voice
eat,
lubricated.
Honey, gummy bears. It's the little tricks like that. But some of those pharmaceutical things, they dry up your your mucous member. I mean, your throat gets dry. Right? I don't know. I heard that from somebody.
Well, there are side effects. I'll bet you any amount of money one of the meds I have to take for blood pressure or something. Because out at Pat O'Brien's, about half the time I don't have a voice.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, one night there, it's back. So I try to track it.
Right.
What pill did I not take?
I am a Native American Indian tracking the Wendigo. Bubba and his voice. Bubba, I played this. Hold on, is this it?
That makes me horny. It really does. Like a milk cow woman with a guitar.
Okay, see, look, a milk cow woman. So I was like, that's hilarious, milk cow woman. And Vic's like, no, it's like a girl milking a cow. Which did you mean?
Oh.
Did you mean a milk cow woman, like a cool T-shirt?
a woman
and a
female cow with an udder,
like a woman that looks. I think I was thinking of. No.
Like the kind of maidens that milk cows.
Yeah, the maidens that milk cows. With the
that's what Vic said.
I saw that on the pornographic site.
And I took it the wrong way. I was like, he's talking about a milk cow woman.
I was watching milk cows Playwithteirudders.com.
It really makes me horny. Milk cow woman playing guitar. I just thought
didn't even need any Jergens for this one.
It's on. You find it under Big Naturals.
I was gonna Google it.
It's right next.
Google it. Put it up.
I'm afraid. All
Let's
right.
put it up.
All right, carry
They have
amongst yourself.
she-males, old and young.
No, you don't want that.
Big Naturals. It's in one of the categories.
Big Naturals. That's funny. He's got them all down. I'd like to see Bubba's computer history.
No. Man, they back in the 70s, people that would have had their head would explode if they saw the kind of porn they got today.
Oh, man, alive. It's crazy.
All they had.
We thought Debbie Does Dallas was something.
We thought Deep Throat was something.
Oh, yeah.
Now they got everything you can imagine, and I like it.
Yeah, we should watch one of these movies on while we're doing a show.
I just didn't know human beings were into so many nasty
Oh,
things.
yeah, it's crazy, man. They're weirdos.
I mean,
Animals?
poo and
Oh, yeah.
TT and
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
and feet and ugh.
Peeing all over each other.
Yeah, I mean,
Cow Boogie Blues.
Milk Cow Boogie Blues.
Anyway, I couldn't really find anything.
you couldn't find
Sorry,
it.
no.
Well,
Well, let me get your. Yeah, I know where the other. Oh, yeah.
I know where the other stuff's at.
I was seriously looking.
So, what else is new in your life? You had an experience last night you was telling us about.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you don't have to tell us, but
No, I'll tell you.
it was funny.
See, when you're in a marriage, you don't really know, and if you're not having regular sex, you could develop a problem with your Peter and not even know it during those years because you're not using it.
Right.
It's like the lawnmower. If you're not cutting the grass, it could be sitting out there in the garage, broke.
Exactly. You wouldn't even know it.
Wouldn't even know it until you go to use it. And then you go, uh-oh, this thing broke. Well, accidentally, it worked right, so I didn't think I had a problem. And then the second time,
It worked on accident.
And then you get what's called anticipatory anxiety.
Yeah,
Snowballs.
like stage
Wondering if it's going to.
stage fright.
Yeah, it's like stage fright, and of course, it adds to the problem. So I went and told my doctor that, and he said, "Well, that just will not do." He's really like one of those. He's like he believes that sex. You gotta,
I got pills and powders and magic creams.
yeah, he's all about that. So he writes me up my first prescription for Cialis. And
Lots of men see Alice.
And so last night I said, well, if this is my plan, it better work. If it's not going to work, I need to know now.
So you had to,
I had to test it out.
You were okay. That makes sense.
I had to test it out.
Were you?
Yeah.
Where were you?
Alone.
Okay, you're all alone. It was alone
So
time.
he built a table with it.
Okay, we're gonna have to come back to that story. Can we come
got a
right
caller.
back to it? Can we come right back to
yeah.
it? I'm going to be real quick because my phone solution is not set up how I like it, so I'm punk rocking it. Welcome to Grits and Gravy, Mr. Joe Scully. How are you doing? Welcome to the show.
Thanks a bunch. I'm just living the dream.
You just interrupted a one hell of a story, but you know what? We didn't plan it like that, so it's okay.
That's it. We roll with the punches.
Yeah, rolling with the punches. Well, listen, you're an interesting person just because you're doing something in Canada, right? You're in Canada, and you are a pro rodeo MC.
That's right. Yeah, I've been around rodeo for pretty much all my life now, 25 plus years, and I guess over 30 years now. I'm getting older, but for the last 11 years, I've been announcing rodeos, and 8 years with the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association, and I've done events with the PBR across Canada and the PRCA in the Northeast, and traveling with rodeos pretty much all over Eastern North America.
Are rodeos different in Canada?
Surprisingly, there's a few differences when you get to some of the bigger rodeos and festivals. Like, they just go on for days and days, and even the performances just kind of drag out. But you'll see, like, where we are in the Northeast, we keep everything to 2.5 hours, a nice tight package, all about production value. Production doesn't trump the competition or competitive fairness, but I think it's a little more packaged differently, because if you think, like, you know, East Coast, you think like New York City, Broadway, and, you know, everything is tied into this in and out. There's your show. So I think that would be the difference. Competitive-wise, you know, we've had some stock that have been to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo, raised in the Northeast, born and raised in the Northeast. So we have comparable stock. We have comparable contestants. And I think like we kind of hold our bar. It's just not probably the same per capita as you see when you get more south. Like,
really?
You know, yeah, I think that's where it is. And the other crazy thing too is in Canada, like, our second language is French, and when we get into Quebec, Canada, it's entirely French, and that's where some of the biggest rodeos in the country of Canada are. Like, everyone's heard of the Calgary Stampede, and the second largest rodeo to the Calgary Stampede is actually in Quebec. All in French, and it's like Woodstock with horses. Yeah.
Really? Oh, that sounds pretty cool.
Is in Nova Scotia is ask him about Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia area?
Yeah, I've been to Nova Scotia. That was the first place I ever went with PBR Canada, and Nova Scotia is amazing. There's a guy just outside of Halifax, Nova Scotia, which is their capital, where we had the PBR Canada Rocky Cup event. And this guy, he lives out on the coast, and you got to think, like, if you're thinking American terms, you got to think like the eastern or northeastern parts of Maine. Like, this guy's up in the far tip, removed from the world so much, pretty much.
Right.
And he is just living the dream, wanting to be a cowboy. And ever since he was a kid, this guy just outside of Halifax, Nova Scotia, he'd subscribed to Western Horseman magazine. And as business picked up and, he started developing some money behind him, he built like a Wild West type town where you can go for trail rides, you can hold corporate events. But every building, every piece of decor, he built himself out of Western Horseman magazine. So really cool to go out there. We brought the bull riding, and they ate it up. A couple years later, we took a bull bronc barrel show.
Where is that?
The fans absolutely loved it.
Nova Scotia.
Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Oh, wow. Wow, so that's crazy. So it's a pretty big culture of country is up in Canada. I didn't even know that.
Ask him, does he work a lot doing this announcing?
Do you do a lot? Yeah, Bub just asked, do you do a lot? And I apologize. I'm holding up the phone punk rock style here because my solution crapped out on me earlier. But nevertheless, here we are. Were you do you do it frequently? How frequently do you do it? And then also kind of give us an idea, a website where people can go check you out. And so do those two things. Do you do it frequently? How frequent are they?
Like, is it a full-time gig?
Yeah, is it a full-time gig for you? Plus, he does comedy. So give us a sense about that, and then a good website, and we'll wrap it up with you.
Yeah, so definitely. Do I do it frequently? I get that a lot. Even my wife asks me that. No. My event roster pretty much is based on our seasons up here. So rodeos pretty much go from May until October. Most of our events are outdoors, and then a few indoors. And then and that's in the Northeast. So like where I go as a rodeo announcer, Ontario, a little bit into Quebec, Canada, and then New York, Pennsylvania, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire. So all across that Northeast is my little circle. And even into New Jersey from time to time. I think in my rodeo career, I've been to like 16 or 18 different states announcing rodeos or equestrian sport events, action sport events. So it keeps me pretty busy during that time frame. And from there, I've diversified. So I also become like an MC at trade shows, equestrian trade shows, horse training challenges, and stuff like that. And pretty much anywhere that'll hire me. I have a diverse background. I've also worked for Monster Jam and
Monster Jam
weddings and fucking those. That's it. Like, are you ready?
You do that? You do that announcing? You do that stuff? Give us one of those. That'd be great.
Yeah, welcome to it. Saturday night. Now, who's ready for Monster Jam?
Who's ready for Monster Jam? That was great. All right, cool. Well, we're talking with Joe Scully, man. Hey, I appreciate you calling in, Joe. What's the best way? What's a website people can go check you out? Joe Scully. We broadcast down here in Orlando, Florida. So give us an idea of what's the best way they can go.
Ask him one more thing. Does
he wants to
do
know.
any clowning?
Do you do? No, he's the MC guy.
Okay.
You don't do any clown stuff, do you?
No, I used to do it. It's actually kind of a huge circle that I've gone. So when I was a kid, one of my first jobs was a rodeo clown. And
crazy.
So I was in the barrel. I told jokes, loved it, being the star. And then from there, my parents said, you have to go to college or you're kicked out of the house. And I grew up around rodeo roping. Like, that was my life. If you're off the farm,
that's cool.
all your dreams are dashed. So I went to college for radio broadcasting, and that was the closest thing I found to being on the air. And so I went through the radio circuit, and then I got into rodeo announcing. It was a better hybrid. Clowning just wasn't it was taking up too much time to balance a clown career and a radio career at the same time. So now, the one question that I heard in the back of the speakerphone there is, do I do it year-round? I'm blessed right now that I have two gigs. So, like, my announcing gig is Thursday through Sunday for the most part, and then I'm complemented with a radio sales career, and they also let me dabble in a little bit of production as well, which I really enjoy. So I work 7 days a week. I work for the weekends, and I'm just doing so many things. Everything's a challenge. Stand-up comedy.
That's awesome.
And stuff like that.
That's fantastic.
How do you spell Scully?
Joe Scully, Sculley, I think is the correct spelling. What's your website, Joe?
Without the EY, so I spell it just like Dana Scully from the X-Files, Scully. My website is joescully.com. No problem. JoeScully.com, you can get me, or you can go to www.prorodionc.com. That'll get right to my website. And there's a listing. I haven't added my rodeo events this year. We're just kind of dragging our feet here in Canada. I have a few of my rodeo events booked, but you can kind of go through there and see all the places that I get to and the diverse array of events, like even RC racing, like, whatever it takes to get you out of the house on the weekend, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
What? How often do you do stand-up comedy?
Oh, how often do you do stand-up comedy, Vic?
So I just started the stand-up comedy in August, and I've done 13 sets. So about 1 or 2 a month. That's pretty much at the same place in Collingwood. It's actually one of the same cities that one of my radio stations has been that I work for. So it's pretty cool that starting out in stand-up comedy, I have a great start because 11 years announcing professionally, and my biggest bomb was at Rogers Centre in Toronto, where the Toronto Blue Jays play. For a Monster Jam show, Rogers Centre holds 44,500, and for Monster Jam, they get 25,000 people per performance.
Yeah.
So it looks full, it's not full, and I totally pulled a bomb, and it cricketed at Monster Jam. So, I mean,
it happens to the best of us, man.
Yes, it does.
Nothing like the mass disapproval of 20, 30,000 people. That's fantastic.
And with Monster Jam, you have the blessing that you just kind of scoot over it. It's
Well, that's
not the
better.
game of stand-up comedy where you have the the build-up, set-up, punchline.
Right.
So I
Right.
had that, but so to be able to go onto a stage in a room with 30, 40 people and tell a bomb, it doesn't hurt as much. In fact, I get off on it more than a big joke. Like, ooh, no one can bomb like I bomb.
Okay. That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
The 13 sets I've done, I'm going to say 7 or 8 of them have been in the exact same room, so it's all new material every time. So I have the background of events for 11 years, and also 8 years prior to that being a rodeo clown. So a lot of similarities.
That's fantastic.
It's hard to be a rodeo.
You're a talented guy. Talented guy. Well, Joe, I appreciate you calling in so much. I appreciate you being a new friend of the show.
Oh, yeah,
Actually,
stay in touch.
We've been talking for months. So, again, if there's maybe we'll cross-promote and go international with you sometime. So go check out Joe Scully with no E in Scully.
JoeScully.com.
.com. And, Joe, I appreciate it, man. How's the weather up there in Canada?
It's just above, I'm going to say 40 degrees in sunshine.
Shoo.
Where I live right in the snow belt.
40.
So we still have patches of snow on the ground.
Yeah.
But I think probably by the end of this weekend, all the snow will be gone.
Damn.
And that's just the price of life here to live in God's country.
Remarkable. Well, thanks for the call, man. Thanks for calling into Grits and Gravy. That's Joe Scully.
Thank you,
Go
Joe.
check that
Thanks,
guy
Joe.
out. Thanks, guys. All right, and I appreciate that. And what do I got right here?
We have gone right into the gay whirlpool of despair.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Come on.
I'm just waiting for.
Totally.
What are we doing?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
That's pretty cool.
Well, that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
we
Grits and Gravy has now gone international.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. That's the concept. We're growing. Blah, blah, blah.
That's it.
We're growing up.
We have people in West Virginia, people in Kentucky,
Yeah.
people in South
Well, I
Carolina,
thought-
and people in Canada watching.
I thought
this.
it'd be good. Anyway, and
Listen
again,
to
I
us.
apologize. I had the phone all looped in through the browser. I'm just going to use something else that I know how to do and just make this the permanent solution because it doesn't fail. So,
JB, the mad scientist.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've been making
The
sure. So listen,
cross-wiring.
Bubba was right in the middle of a story.
Of a Cialis story.
I believe correctly. He had to practice try Cialis.
I had to practice try. Because the deal is that my rule of thumb is when the doctor says take one, I take two. When the
course.
doctor says take two, I take four. You know what I mean? I'm a big man. I need double the amount that the normal person needs. So,
So you took 2 of them?
4.
You took 4?
You can. That's
You took 4?
that's the max dose you take. And
Okay. The crowds are cheering. He's a fucking Roman gladiator now fighting. You're by yourself.
I'm by myself too. And I'm cleaning up the kitchen, and all of a sudden I go, "What the hell's going on here?"
A breeze blow through or something.
My hat fell off my head, and it landed in my lap. And when I got up, it stayed there.
Had a place to hang it.
I was amazed. So I got on telephone. I don't want to tell you.
Yeah, you don't have to tell
I
us
had
the
to
whole
tell
thing.
somebody,
So
you know?
yeah, so it was a crazy time. How long did it last? How many hours were you like?
It can
in-
last up to 4 hours. and if it
go
does, you
see
need to go see a hospital.
Alice in Wonderland. Go see Alice in Wonderland.
That's why I decided we should change the name of the show to Priapism.
What the hell does that mean?
That's what. That's a 4-hour Woody. It's called Priapism. But here's the backup.
That's hilarious.
Here's the
Okay.
If you have this problem,
Yeah.
apparently this medication will get you where you need to be, but it doesn't always guarantee that it'll work.
Okay. What?
Like you can ever get to the finish line.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I gotcha. Yeah. You're never going to be able to cash your
Chips.
Chuck E. Cheese
Right.
tokens in for that.
And I mean, you just keep going for 4 hours. You know.
Wow. So then you just become like a human vibrator, I guess.
I guess. I mean, so
you build tables with it, hammer nails.
Hashtag human vibrator. There you go.
But that's still a problem with women. A woman wants to, you got to go through the steps,
Right.
And if you don't finish, well, they take it just as bad as if you couldn't get it up. Do you understand?
Right. It's offensive. Yeah.
Eventually, you begin to I'm running out of time here.
I mean,
I'm wearing myself out. I'm good for 5 minutes. After
wear
that, I'm just
yourself
like,
out.
sheesh.
I mean, so I got to, prepare.
What's it called again? Proprietism? What?
Priapism.
Priapism. Why don't I know that?
Priapism. They say it on the
Priapism.
TV all the
That's
time.
great.
I thought that'd be a great name for a rock
That
band.
is.
Like a
That
rock
is.
band.
Yeah.
Priapism.
4 hours coming at you hard and fast.
For those of you who want to rock or really...
You ready to roll? Take your pills. It'd be like the Juggalos, but like all older men
But let me tell
raging
you, that
at a party.
stuff damn sure works.
It does, yeah. Okay.
It does. And they say on the package to take one a day.
Oh yeah,
Forget it.
That's awful.
One a day.
And Doc
What would you
said,
do with it?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Save it
for the moment.
1 hour before. You know, it kills me.
I wonder if
the doctors and the nurses talk about it like it's nothing. You just take this 1 hour before intercourse, and I'm like, how do you know though?
Yeah, we don't want God to hear.
Yeah. You know, it's embarrassing.
So yeah.
So you just sat there with tight jeans on for like 4 hours? Is that what you did?
Yeah. I had to wait till it went down so I could get in the bed and go to sleep.
Yeah, he couldn't lay on his belly, be humped up. How you go sleep? I don't know.
I can't.
No
turn
wonder people
over.
break them. It's like a little kickstand. Keep you from rolling out of bed.
Pulled titties with pulled pork.
All right. So I guess there's some problem with Viagra. Will do that. Will cause you to get a stiffy, but then you can't ever finish. And then so it just makes
That's frustrating.
Bigger problem out of a problem.
That's even worse.
But see, I've never had that problem.
Right.
So I don't think I really have what this medicine's made for. I think I have this anxiety because it's all new, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe you can use like some kind of roots or vegetables to
See, I would probably trust that more.
You know, like maybe you're what you're. I think with men, we're pumping testosterone, right? We're pumping it. We're men, yeah. We're always making it, right? It's what we need. So at different ages, maybe you could supplement something. Maybe a supplement is a better idea in your normal diet.
You gotta be careful with that, though.
If you've never had a problem before, you don't even want to. I mean, you just got to say, hey, maybe it's I'm missing this little thing, and even you've been through a lot. So maybe your little guy saying, hey.
Cut it out up there. What the fuck is doing?
But you got to be careful with how much.
Hi, Bubba,
how
stop
much
it.
you put it in there because you may turn into Bruce Jenner.
I think your penis would sound like Savannah for some reason. I don't know why.
Somebody's shitting her thing.
Just imagine that. Anyway, there you go.
I don't know, but it's just getting older is so cruel. You know, I already take a testosterone supplement.
Oh.
And in fact, I did the same thing. They said take 2 milliunits. I took 4.
Wait.
And I went to a show, a monster show. This is back when I first started. And I cussed out Dirty Jim.
Got feeling really manly then.
Well, what happens is you got to watch your temper on that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it'll wind you up.
Well, maybe that's like you said earlier, this program, you just said maybe the cure is the problem. Right? They're taking you maybe the testosterone's the problem. Find another way to get it or to,
Yeah, but that rub-on stuff, that doesn't work, man. I take a big needle right in the thigh.
You just get that from a doctor, right? You don't.
Yeah, but you have to have a blood work done and verify.
Yeah,
because a lot
that's
of
a real
bodybuilders. They want it,
Yeah.
Right.
What about that creatine stuff? You ever use that?
I never tried that.
Yeah.
I know, but I tell you what. In general, working out will cure all that. If you can work out every day, all those problems will go away.
Except for your wiener get really small. It may be hard, but it'll only be that big.
Is that true?
You seen those bodybuilders and those little skinny pants?
Little bitty
They got
wieners.
a little bitty wieners. So you got to be careful how much you work out, man.
Vienna sausage.
Because you build up your muscles, and then you shrink your little friend.
You ain't my friend right now.
You and him are having a lover's quarrel.
We are having a big quarrel right now.
You need to get the Jergens out.
And I have never had no problem with that.
Well, you need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Hell, I pay a lot of attention. He's got raspberries all over it.
Got rug burns. I bought a stuffed animal for just a particular reason. I went to the animal or the adult store down at OBT across from Cowboys, and let's see. Hi, big boy.
Man,
Wrong store.
I didn't tell y'all about me getting hit up by a whore my first time.
Your first time ever getting hit up?
Yeah.
First time ever been propositioned by a whore.
Was this recent?
I've been to Mexico. I've been to Tijuana and all
Okay.
that. I've been down there where all the whores hang out, the red light district in New Orleans.
The whore hut, I think you did.
I have never, and I did not, I was not aware of whore code. So I'm standing out on the street corner. I'm trying to go to this auto parts place, and it's right before they close. So I'm trying to hurry. And coming down the road is this chicken head, frazzly haired,
Okay. Like just train wreck.
Slightly off balance white whore,
Crack whore.
Teetering.
with a black pimp.
Oh my God.
And they're moving down the road pretty fast, and she slows down just a tiny bit to say to me through capped and rotting teeth, "You want to do some business?" I'm like, "What?" "You want to do some business? You want to do some business?" I'm like, what are we talking? Sex or drugs? What? Sex. And then her
Can I
pimp,
do your taxes?
guess, feeling usurped by her because he's supposed to be making the deals, right?
Right.
That's what you thought.
He jerks her arm down the road like, "Come on, bitch!" And she goes, "I'll meet you behind the Allied Auto Parts in the back. It suck your dick 15 minutes. Meet me there." Swear to God.
I think.
And where was this?
Downtown Apopka.
Nice.
Maybe she
Yeah.
was getting like a dead man walking. Maybe she was walking to a beating or something. I mean, because it sounded like she was trying to redeem herself, like getting her own business.
Apparently, she didn't make enough money for him that
I
night.
don't know. I mean,
Right.
that's horrible.
I'll bet you that's it. She needed
she
some
was on
money
the gallows.
for drugs. He wouldn't give it to her, so she decided.
Yeah, she's trying
Look,
to-
this is my body. I'll do what I'm going to be the boss. I'm going to go pick me up a quick.
Right, that's what it's
$15
like,
and buy me
yeah.
whatever. She's
I'm going to
buy.
break protocol.
That'd be gross, man.
It was. It took me a minute to even
Realize what the hell was going on.
Just happened. And then Jeff told me a story about his first time, and he was, Jeff, his whole family. They're very good. They're good Samaritans,
Right.
Okay, so Jeff's going down the road. It's late at night. He's in his mid-20s. He sees this very young girl on the side of the road hitchhiking. He thinks to himself, "Oh, I got to pick her up. I can't let her be out here late at night. In this world, it's dangerous." And that's what Jeff thinks,
Right.
And he pulls over, and she gets in, and he goes, "So where you going?" And she looks him over and goes, "Just down the road a piece."
Down the road
Just
a
goes,
piece.
Down the. No, I mean you shouldn't be out here late at night hitchhiking like this. I'll take you where you're going. Where you going? Just on up this road a little bit. She goes, "Okay." And they ride in silence for a minute, and then she goes, "Well, do you want a date?" And Jeff goes, "What?" "Well, do you want a date?" And Jeff thinks about it and goes, "A date?" Then it dawns on him what it is. And he goes, "No, darling, I really wanted to go." "Okay, but then let me out right here."
I'm from Morocco and we eat a lot of dates. Would you like a date? Is what I was trying to ask you. You very rude man. How dare
They're
you?
they're very forward. I remember my first time.
Date, by the way, is whore code for "do you want to fuck me?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just-
I was in New Orleans. I was walking from St. Peter over to Bourbon Street on a back alley,
Right.
and this very attractive girl, skin tight blue dress, like a little party dress, was walking towards me as I was walking by, and being a Southern guy, just like, "Hey, how are you?" She's on her phone, and just give her that little nice wave pass, Now she goes, "Okay, I've got to go." Hangs up her phone. She goes, "So you visiting?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "You got a hotel?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "So
Does it have a toaster?
you wanna go back to your room?" I'm like, "I ain't got any money." And she goes, "There's an ATM machine right around the corner." And I'm like,
She had it all set up for
Oh
you.
yeah, she knew right where. I'm like, no, I'm just going to go right over here and
Just
drink
in
some
case
beer.
you want a penis, I've got one of those as well.
Oh yeah, it was crazy, man.
What the hell?
But I seen her a couple times
Just in case.
going out with a couple guys. Like she'd be up at, apparently that was her turf down around that little back alley between St. Peter
Right.
and Bourbon Street.
Right.
And we seen her on Bourbon there a couple times. And I was like,
What a life.
"Jeez,
Well, you got-
man. But she was hot. I mean, she was
Oh,
pretty.
she was not a-
Oh
okay.
yeah, she was. She had a
Gotta be
smoking
so
body, man.
careful out there.
But I was like, I was coming from Coyote Ugly, where they just let you look around to Bourbon Street, where they don't care if you look or not. It's
Well,
caught in the
the
middle.
thing is that usually in those cases, you wonder, how does a woman get in this situation? Why would she do that? Mm-hmm. Usually it's drugs. They get themselves a habit,
Yeah.
and then they go, "What am I can't make money at McDonald's to support this habit, so I've got this body." And,
Right.
And men seem to want it a lot. And they make their first $100 on, a date, and then they're hooked.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why they
Inside
call
hook.
them hookers.
Yeah.
But most of them have to do it to support some sort of habit, like what
Like drugs or
drugs,
something.
or it could be even not the hard drugs, but even Valium and Xanax
Oh, yeah.
and all that stuff.
The Oxycontin stuff, the prescription drugs.
Yeah, but the thing about those is that, they can't really. Well, I guess they could have sex, but they don't desire it on that stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff takes away all your feeling. You can't feel anything.
Well, that's what a lot of them. They're not going to feel anything anyway. They're just laying there. Like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm just here for the money. It's a business transaction for them. It's not personal.
Put me in any position
Right.
you want. I don't care.
But you got to do it within an hour, and then
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Because I got
Within
a
an
date.
hour.
I got a date
Yeah.
with Willie, and he gives me $250.
Exactly. I wonder if they bring their own little like their little chess. The little chess clocks that they have when people are playing chess. They have to smack at
Oh,
five
right,
little
right.
timers.
Yeah, you move.
I wonder if they
clock,
bring
yeah.
those. All right,
You
you
did
got
really
1
good.
hour. Let's go.
Wow.
Then she smacks it down, and then you got an hour,
Like
and then
riding-
all right, it's done.
Like a taxi ride.
You were going
No,
5 dicks a minute there. That was amazing. I mean, is that what you're talking about?
Imagine they have to go down on the nastiest, fattest, hairiest old.
Oh, yeah.
man.
I don't see how they could do it, man.
I don't know.
Oh
God.
Can you imagine? I mean, some of the guys that we know, you're like, who would have sex with them? I mean, even if they were married, who?
The bad decisions come when you put stuff in you take stuff and it gives you bad decision making abilities.
Oh yeah.
And you wake up in the morning going, oh, what the hell
Well,
happened?
that's like that we watched Pretty Woman back in my 90s or 80s or whatever, and her thing wasn't drugs; it was just like making ends meet. The Joey Roberts character, it was just making the ends meet.
Oh, you mean
just paying bills?
Paying bills.
Yeah, because they can't get a job anywhere, can't make any real money. They don't want to, they don't have any real skills. They follow somebody somebody from Kentucky follows somebody down to New Orleans, and they get stuck there because.
Oh, Kentucky. Did you see that on the news about the fire there? GE plant in Louisville, I think it is.
Louisville?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Oh.
That's.
Oh, you mean so you're talking about somebody who just gets stuck in a town,
And they have no way of making any money, and so they just go ahead and start making money. And the only way they know how, the only talent they have is to spread them open.
Is a body, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
We got a phone call. On Bubba's phone. Put him on the air. We'll talk to him.
Who are you? Hello.
Sorry about that.
Who is
didn't
it?
know my phone was on.
Oh yeah, that's,
no
that's
problem.
his.
No problem.
That's his hook.
Oh, so I imagine I accidentally hit that. My penis accidentally worked on this.
You are all hopped up today, JB. You are all over the place.
Oh yeah. So
hey, what's up? Hopped up. No, so I had this news story. This is the big thing. I just want to share this. This is like, if anyone, this is like the very. You can't even. This is the best news story ever anywhere, and it's from Celebrity,
right?
Celebrity.com. This couple was arrested for selling tickets to heaven.
Oh yeah, I saw those.
Okay, it's
they're freaky looking people.
This guy and a white man with crazy ears and like tire tracks on his face, and a black woman. Looks like she's
on crack.
Anyway, Tito and Amanda Watts were arrested over the weekend for selling golden tickets to heaven to 100 people. The couple who sold tickets on the street for $99 per ticket.
Tickets to heaven.
Tickets to heaven, my man.
And they sold 100 of them.
Told the buyers the tickets were made from solid gold, and each ticket reserved the buyer a spot in heaven. Simply present the ticket at the pearly gates, and you're in. People can sell the tickets to heaven, the Jacksonville police spokesman said, but the Watts misrepresented their product. Anyway, later in this article, Amanda Watts said in her police statement, "We just wanted to leave Earth and go to space and smoke rock cocaine."
What?
I didn't do nothing. Tito sold the golden tickets to heaven. I just watched. Police say they confiscated over $10,000 in cash, 5 crack pipes, and a baby alligator.
What?
Nice.
They were smoking the alligator?
They were smoking a baby alligator.
There you go. So that was...
Well, you know this guy on TV. Sometimes I'll turn my TV on and it comes on a certain channel.
Right.
And it'll be Peter Popoff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you told us about him before. Yeah.
Selling
Peter
a
Popoff.
little tube of water. And saying, if you buy this water from me, you will be rich.
Oh, yeah.
Money is going to come from heaven to you. And then he has all these testimonials of people. I just went to my box and there was $45,000 in there.
A raccoon it bit me and then it blew up and was money.
And it's a little bitty tube it's in a plastic tube, and it's called, glory water or something like that.
Right.
And then now he's up to like one tiny bit bigger size.
Like a drop. Oh, a bigger size.
So now it's extra
could do
size.
more.
It's a big gulp.
Now he's marketing that there's more of it, and it's printed on there like jumbo size miracle water. I mean,
Nice.
What do the people do with it, though? What are you supposed to do with it? Like anoint your own head or something? Or like touch your scar and it goes away? What are you supposed to do with that?
I don't
Well, it's
know.
get rich, man. You put it on your checkbook or your ATM card or something.
I guess you put it places, and I don't know, but for a certain amount of money, he will send you a tube of water.
Remarkable.
I think I'll just go get a bottle of water.
Not my own saliva.
I mean,
I'll
he
play the
could
Baba.
be selling them air in a tube. This is
Might as
miracle
well.
air.
That's funny. That would be awesome. We should do that. Grits and gravy air. We should tell people grits and gravy, just like one grit in a tube.
One grit.
One grit.
It's a miracle grit.
It's a miracle grit that will allow you to
Hilarious.
have prosperity, and you'll be able to eat lunch every day.
Miracle grit.
A miracle grit.
Wow. This is grit from the Sandal Lover.
This
Anyway,
is
all right,
a
well, I
grit
won't go
from
there. There you go.
Mama's kitchen, where we always ate and was full of joy. We got something to look at.
Okay, so I got another story here. Okay, so Army announces big changes to the tattoo policy. I read this article from
Because
Army.
all the thugs are going in the army with all tattoos.
Army Times. Yeah, they haven't released it yet, but they're just saying there's going to be some kind of, they already have you can't do the neck thing. So they're refining that law a little bit more. And then this one, which, when the hell was it? Was it April 1st? Yeah, of course. So, yeah, okay. So, but this is real. They got video footage. Florida vet bust a panhandler in fake military uniform.
Oh, I
This
saw
is
that.
from Orlando
The big old
Sentinel,
guy?
OrlandoSentinel.com. Yeah, so
over
this
in, like,
guy's
towards
saying
Tampa
he's a
area or
vet,
something.
and this other guy who was a vet saying, "Nah, you're lying." So he busted out the fake guy who's a panhandling for money.
Oh, chased him down the street, made him take his shirt off.
Oh,
Said,
my
take
God, really?
take a uniform off. He says, "You're not a vet." I am a vet. He says, then what's this? Well, then take a shirt off. If you can't answer that question, you're not a vet. Now get out of here and take a uniform off. He says, I spent all this time, and that guy looked like he was going to put a beat down on him. If he
yeah,
didn't
I
do
got
it.
that.
Oh yeah, he's a big old boy,
He
man.
made him take it off?
I got
And
the
he
audio.
took it off.
I got
Oh, yeah.
the audio of it.
He,
right? Of the report, but
Right. Yeah, I watched the actual video. It's all over the place. And people are mad at the guy for demanding that he take the uniform off. They're not mad at the guy lying to everybody.
Lying to everybody.
They're lying. They're mad about the guy chasing him down the street saying, "No, he's bullying." I'm like, bullying? He's
The
catching
guy-
him in a freaking lie.
yeah, he's calling out.
You can't call out anybody anymore.
So when I was in Clutch, I used to play a Boy Scout, right? And I
Yeah,
had a
right.
sash.
Yeah.
And I used to put on my shirt all kinds of patches, any kind of patches I could find.
Right.
And my wife would iron them on there. And some audience guy got upset that I had a patch on there. And I wasn't really a member of whatever, Good Sam Club or something.
You're not really a Nazi. No, he wasn't a Nazi, but it was something, right?
He came up on stage and tried to rip it off of me.
Yeah, I guess you never think about
funny.
that. You
I
wear
didn't
that
look
kind
at
of
the
shit out in
name.
public.
I don't know what
you don't know what it was to this day. It was it meant like he got army, he got whatever, something.
Those people take it seriously.
Yeah,
They're
you don't
crazy,
want to mess
man.
around with that.
Well, but of course, the difference is between you. You were acting. You were a stage person. This
Yeah,
guy was out
yours
begging
was-
for money.
Right, yeah.
He was out begging for money. He
Yeah,
said,
here he is. Here he is.
homeless vet.
Oh, homeless vet. Did you say he's injured too?
That is until a Tampa man started asking questions and not getting the kind of answers he liked. Good evening and thanks for joining us.
There
I'm
it
Wendy
is.
Ryan.
Okay, so, all right, so cool. So, yeah, so, yeah, so that was the news, and what do I got?
Makes me horny.
That makes me horny.
It really does.
When vets chase down fakers, that makes me horny. That's a good place to put that. So we're going to talk about this vet chasing down this faker. That makes me horny.
I forget what's on these buttons. I forget what's on all these buttons.
When you're on that Cialis, anything will make you horny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
So the wind's blowing. That makes me horny.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I've got enough footage of Bubba and you guys talking. I could
got-
totally mix it up and make it sound
I've got
crazy.
I've got this pop off water. That makes me horny. And rich.
I tell you, you combine that Cialis with testosterone supplement, and you're like I'm like a horned up buffalo, man.
Oh, I bet.
But you know what? I say to hell with it. I say it's much better than sitting home by yourself.
And if you hadn't lost all this weight, I would have said like a really large elephant
you
with a
need to
trunk.
Oh man!
Perfect timing and season for Bubbaloo's party packs.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Bubbaloo's.com. Bubbaloo's.com.
For all your Easter needs, go to pork.
Drive through in minutes and pick up a delicious meal that took hours to make.
Oh yeah, I love Bubbaloo's.
Bubbaloo's.com.
On Lee Road, the Winter Park location by 1792 Lee Road.
Yeah, that's our home turf.
Let's do on the road again. You guys are what do you got going on? I saw you're going to be in Ohio later. I saw you're what do you got doing? What are you doing this weekend, Bob?
This week I'm going to be at Pat O'Brien's all week. They've
oh cool.
I'm going to be right through till next Wednesday, and then I have some gigs. I gig down in Fruitland Park with my band.
Okay.
And
Bubba and the Black Sheep, is that?
And I'm going overseas again. I've got
streets.
I'm holding like 2 weeks.
Damn.
1 week coming up here in June, and then one later on in August.
I need to get your booking agent's number.
Yeah, I'll give that to you. And so things are still.
That's good.
I'm burying myself in my work.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Yeah, I've got tomorrow. I will be in Melbourne at the beach. Just chilling out.
Tomorrow I'll be out at the beach. Come and find me. Be the whitest man on the.
Since I travel quite a bit, I take Easter weekend off every year, so I don't do anything but just hang out and I'll do some work around, when I can, and then we'll chill out at the beach tomorrow. Sunday will be Easter services, and then we'll go out to eat on Sunday. There's no NASCAR races on this weekend, so the weekends that I can actually sit
What
down
is it?
and
No, it's the
watch
Final
NASCAR.
Four, the basketball.
But Kentucky plays Saturday night.
Yeah.
Around 8:30, 8:45, something like that. So I'll be sitting in front of my
that's your
television.
Saturday night right
that'll
there.
be my Saturday night, and then I fly. I got a gig in Newport Richey on Thursday night. I've got I'll be in West Virginia on Saturday and Sunday night. So I go to Newport Richey on Thursday, come back home Friday, take a plane, fly to West Virginia,
Okay.
and then come back sometime Monday.
Damn, buddy.
So I am all over the place.
And then I got a full-time job.
Where?
So now it's going to be in the day. I'm doing inside sales once again. I'm going to be talking to business owners about business stuff, Bubba. Don't worry. It'll be okay. I'll talk to them. I'll make them buy things. Hey, buy some stuff. Buy shoes.
Women's shoes.
Buy the soles. I'm
Here,
selling
look-
my soul.
Look how these high heel makes my butt stand out. Just think what I could do for years.
No. It's all telephonic. It's all just, it's stuff I've done before that I've done well, and it's just filling the gap. I'm filling the gap.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to move the time of the show at some point. I've got
wife would ask me
literally
to
2
fill
more
the gap.
weeks before I start. And
Okay.
this time in 3 weeks, I'll be sitting at a
Another desk.
or out to eat at a restaurant or
Yeah, so
Well, good
we
luck
could just
to
meet
you
in a
on-
restaurant.
My hour lunch.
Just take all your stuff to the restaurant for your hour lunch. We'll just meet wherever you're at.
Stapler. That's good.
Yeah.
No, my idea though was maybe one day a week we actually meet up at Bubbaloo's and broadcast from there, or some mutual point maybe. But that would require me bringing all this gear and stuff.
Right.
So I mean, the easier
we'll work it
solution
out.
is just pop this microphone into a 360 mic, and then but then you've got the.
You got
I
the
can broadcast with this and this.
ambiance.
I mean, that's all I need right there.
Right.
But
we'll
you
work
get all
it
the
out. We'll
background
get a
noise.
time
Yeah.
together.
So we'll figure it out.
And
Anyway.
then Grits and Gravy could become an evening show.
GritsandGravyPodcast.com. It sure
Or
could.
we could still run it Fridays.
I say we got to do another meetup soon, and that's probably pretty important. So
Yeah,
we
we'll have to
got
do-
more stuff coming at you that we're planning as well.
We should do one more show at one more lunchtime show at Bubbaloo's before
Yeah,
we.
I like that.
Yeah, we'll do a lunchtime. Let's get a lunchtime
in the next
show.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
get a lunchtime
yeah,
show at
because
Bubbaloo's.
I'm finishing up her stuff actually,
Yeah.
her YouTube stuff. I'm finishing everything in my pipeline. I got social videos. I got all kinds of crap that
Let me
I'm
see what I've
half
got
done
going
with.
on.
Anyway, but
I'm
GritsandGravyPodcast.com.
gonna go do Tom and Dan's show.
Burt Wilson. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Give a plug for that.
Yeah.
You're gonna go chat with those guys.
I'm gonna go chat with those guys for a
That's
little
awesome.
while, and then head to Pat O'Brien's tonight to play at 8:00.
Damn. And there's Bloody Jug Band, downtown Orlando, venue 3578. Hit me up if you want tickets. Actually, I have a lot of tickets. They're doing a CD release party with Grammy winner Trey Pierce. So
Oh, nice.
Hit me, slap me up if you want some tickets. Radio JB Webb on the Twitbox.
All right. So we're this.
All right.
The milk cow woman getting her guitar and going home.
Yep.
Pulled titties with pulled pork.
Y'all have a good one, and happy Easter to you.
Happy Good Friday and Happy Easter, y'all. We're out of here.
Mind your parents, eat your vegetables, and never mind what Kanye says.
Thanks.